Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Rector Arundel here from Abel Spirit to Me, and I am Abel. Soham, Hansaha, Swāhā. Namaste, welcome. Today is the beginning of a new project. I've been putting this off for quite some time, and I decided, with some divine courage, I should say, and some pushing, I've decided to go ahead and go forward with this. What I'm going to be doing is narrating my book on the channel for two purposes. Number one, I would like to get the information out there. And number two, I would love more feedback. I have gotten some wonderful feedback from people, but before I finish it, I'd love to hear your perspectives on how I can improve it, make it more understandable, easier to read, etc. So, we're going to just do one chapter at a time. I might break it up more than that too, because some chapters are longer than others, obviously. Um, so yeah, this is not published yet. If anyone decides that they want to take the content and make their own literature, that's fine by me. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I'm trying to get the information out there. So if you choose to copy it and print it, then great, it'll be out there. Okay, so here we go. Let's begin. The book is called On the Path, An Energetic Approach to Enlightenment by Rector Arundel. I started writing it at the end of 2019, so that's why it says copyright 2019. First of all, I wanted to point out that a lot of the principles that I got from this book come from a spiritual teacher that I know personally. And this person chooses to remain anonymous. It's not this person's purpose to become famous or popular, etc. So if I were to release or reveal who this person is, that would defeat the point. So when I started looking up the different techniques and information this person presented, a lot of it rang true across the board on different religious and cultural backgrounds. So that was the beginning, the catalyst of this book. I also want to acknowledge my brother David, who's always willing to listen to my interpretations of spiritual knowledge, and he's helping me to grow. I'm helping him to grow. It's a mutual benefit. So thank you, David. Okay, so we have 9 chapters, and I do want to acknowledge also my daughter, Laura Lee, who has helped me to find my feelings. I know it sounds silly, but I didn't know love until she came to be. And also my wife, Laura, who's also very supportive of my crazy spiritual endeavors. Okay. Friends and family, also, thank you for always being there for me, especially when I didn't deserve it. Okay, so what is religion? We are all seeking to find answers to why we may be unhappy or unfulfilled in life. This is how religion originated. The stresses and hurts of life cause us to look for something more. Religion is the result of a soul's desire to find fulfillment. Most of us find that we're looking for something and we don't know what it is. Normally, we're all attempting to find fulfillment in material pleasures. This works to a certain extent. However, over time we find that material, physical pleasures are always temporary and not fulfilling for long. Even after we get what we're chasing, we are only satisfied for a short time before we seek something else to satiate our desire. We may also find that increased stimulus is needed to attain the same pleasure that we originally experienced. This is a problem because we are always longing for those pleasant experiences in the same or greater intensity. When we do not get these physical pleasures, it inevitably leads to lust, greed, anger, and other feelings that are often considered negative. Desire for these quote-unquote positive experiences is called attachment in the Buddhist faith. We're going to go over a lot of terms, but I think attachment makes sense. You are attached if you enjoy it, and you're averting it if you don't. There are also undeniable physical experiences that we do not necessarily enjoy. Such experiences include physical pain, being shunned from a group, being insulted, being undervalued in work or opinions, and many others, like being scared. These experiences are generally avoided if possible, and therefore they do fall under the category of aversion in the Buddhist religion. Attachment and aversion have certainly been around since the beginning of our existence, or more accurately, since the beginning of Maya. Now, in short, Maya is what many call this material existence. It is an intelligent system that always provides temporary happiness so that we will ultimately search for something more. The belief that we can find eternal happiness in this material world is the true delusion and what actually merits the term Maya. Attachment and aversion are two sides of the same coin. They create our ego and karma. So explanation of the ego and karma will be given soon. Neither Maya nor the ego are in fact bad. They are both a means to an end, and it's a very beautiful end. That is the point of this book. You could say that religion is supposed to help us find the cure to the delusion. So I will give a very clear definition of ego, karma, and Maya. You're not supposed to know exactly what we're talking about yet. In the most basic form, religions are supposed to help practitioner become happier and more blissful every day, as well as ensure positive transition to the next state after leaving the physical body. However, it more often than not feels like a set of rules with no purpose, no benefit, and no answers. Our religions can be frustrating. So, ultimate spiritual development is classically identified by superb character. Superb character results from refinement in behavior in any and all circumstances. One could call this ultimate state of being enlightened. One could call this ultimate state of being enlightenment or spiritual perfection. The concept of enlightenment is very much debated, but you must choose to believe whether it is real, what it means, and whether or not you feel it is realistically possible for you. I believe that it is the ultimate goal for all, and I also believe that it is attainable for all who desire it. I believe that enlightenment equals constant and ongoing fulfillment and bliss, so you're no longer yearning or searching for the answer. There are infinite opinions on which religions and beliefs are ultimately correct, and which ones will lead you on a longer quest or even backwards. Each established religion comes with dogma and biases. This book is based off of the idea that the many common religions, like Hinduism, Taoism, Buddhism, Christian Judaic, and Shamanic, all come with parallel beliefs that we can all utilize to find happiness in this life as well as ensure our transition to the next state. No one really knows what happens after you die. So, I will attempt to make this book as unbiased and religion-free as possible. There's only one prerequisite, and that is to have an open mind on the concepts presented to see if there's a ringing of truth that resonates deeply within and motivates you to find your absolute truth and evolution as a being. Because evolution is another heated word. Here I mean personal spiritual development. Please try to put religious and educational biases aside to simply ponder the possibility that concepts presented in this book could actually be. Now, right off the bat, I introduced the term absolute truth. That is a term that comes from Hindu literature and is talking about the end-all, be-all truth of the way the universe is formed and makes, and functions, I should say. So it's all very biased, and no one really knows absolute truth until you attain enlightenment. So this is my attempt to find the nuggets from many different sources that will actually lead you immediately on the next path to liberation, self-realization, and evolution. Again, not the Darwinism evolution, spiritual evolution. This book is based off of my own experiences and includes explanations as to why I've come to the conclusions or theories that I have. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. If you have read this far, odds are that you have been brought here by a higher purpose and may benefit from the book even if you do not agree with any of it. That really is the beauty of the journey, which is always as important as the destination, or even more so. With the deepest sincerity, I hope that you find this text useful and motivational in finding enlightenment or constant and ongoing eternal happiness, fulfillment, and bliss. So that's the first chapter, and again, you don't have to agree with anything that I present in the book. But if it does give you a new perspective, then that is a real win because it'll help lead you in your search for more answers. All right, thank you for joining me in this first video, and hope you have a great day. You know I will.